Right now, at the very heart of modern medicine, there's this high-stakes hunt going on. It's a search for clues hidden deep inside our genes, with a prize that could top $75 billion. So today, we're going to dig into what this search is, why it's been failing so badly, and how a completely new approach, powered by AI, could literally change everything.
So, let's just kick things off with a question that, honestly, should make you pause. With all of our incredible science and technology, why is it that the vast majority of promising new medicines, we're talking a staggering 8 out of every 10, end up failing before they ever reach the people they're supposed to help?
And the crazy thing is, the reality is even worse than that. Some estimates put that clinical trial failure rate as high as 85%. That is an unbelievable amount of time, money, and hope just going down the drain. You see, this isn't just a scientific problem, it's a full-blown economic catastrophe that's slowing down the search for cures. And the cost, well, it's breathtaking.
Just how breathtaking are we talking? Well, take a look at this number, $800 million.
Yeah, that's right. That's the potential price tag for just one single failed drug program. Companies are literally burning through fortunes chasing dead ends. And this, right here, is the core problem that needs to be solved.
So what is going on here? Well, it's what experts are calling the biomarker crisis. Think of it as medicine's billion-dollar problem and the silent villain behind so many of these failures.
You see, a lot of the time, the problem isn't even the drug itself, it's the data. Get this, up to 80% of published studies can't even be replicated. A shocking 90% of potential biomarkers, these clues we're looking for, fail when you try to validate them. And an absolutely staggering 95% of initial analyses turn out to be false positives. We're basically just lost in a sea of genetic noise.
Okay, so if we're going to fix this, we need a much better way to hunt for what are essentially genetic fingerprints. But what are we actually looking for here?
We're looking for something called a biomarker. The easiest way to think about it is as a unique pattern of gene activity, a kind of genetic signature. This fingerprint can tell doctors if you have a certain disease or, and this is the really critical part, if you're likely to respond to a specific drug. Finding the right biomarker is the key to matching the right drug to the right patient.
So finding these fingerprints is the whole ballgame. But you guessed it, the way we've been doing it, it's just fundamentally broken.
And here's why. It all starts with this insane overload of raw genetic data. Then, researchers use statistical methods that are frankly flawed, and they end up chasing false clues. So then another lab tries to replicate their promising results, and they can't. And finally, when they take this shaky data to regulators like the FDA, it gets shot down. It's just a domino effect of failure.
But what if you could just change this entire process? What if you had a totally new kind of detective on the case? Well, this is where the story completely changes. Say hello to the AI detective, a brand new engine for discovery.
And the difference here is, it's just night and day. Instead of that terrible reproducibility, this AI-powered approach is 300 to 500% better at finding biomarkers that you can actually replicate. It finds drug targets up to 5 times faster. It leads to a 70% higher clinical success rate. And maybe most importantly, it helps stop those catastrophic multi-hundred-million-dollar failures before they even get off the ground.
So look, this isn't just some small improvement. We're talking about a fundamental shift that's creating a whole new drug economy, one that's built on turning good data into both dollars and, more importantly, cures.
Let's just hammer home the impact here. It all starts with this: a 300 to 500% improvement in finding real, replicable biomarkers. That means the very foundation of the research is solid. And what do you build on that solid foundation? You get a 70% higher success rate in clinical validation. You're not chasing ghosts anymore. You're testing better, more targeted ideas from the start.
And the result of all that? An 80% higher success rate for getting drugs approved. Because when you show up to the regulators with clean, reproducible, validated data, they are far more likely to give you the green light.
Now, this chain of improvements does way more than just save money. By making medicine this precise, it actually unlocks enormous new markets that we could barely even touch before.
And when we say enormous, we mean it. We're talking about a $140 billion market for precision medicine,
a nearly $13 billion market for companion diagnostics, and a $40 billion market for things like RNA therapeutics. This AI engine is the key to unlocking all of it.
Okay, I know. This is a lot of technical stuff. Billions of dollars, regulatory pathways, statistical models. But let's bring all this back down to earth, because this is really about your personalized medical future.
Because at the end of the day, this whole story isn't really about data, is it? It's about people. It's about a future where we can finally get the right drug to the right patient and do it faster and cheaper than we ever thought possible.
So what does this actually mean for you? Well, it's pretty simple and pretty profound. It means faster cures, because we're not wasting a decade chasing dead ends. It means lower costs, because we're not burning billions on failed trials. And it means truly personalized care, where therapies are matched directly to your own unique genetic fingerprint.
You know, one of the sources we looked at for this explainer just nailed it. It called this technology the engine that transforms raw gene expression measurements into life-saving biomarkers, enabling the future of precision medicine. It really is the missing piece of the puzzle.
For decades, we've known that the future of medicine is written in our genes. The challenge has always been that we couldn't really read the language clearly. So the big question now is, are we finally building the tool that can truly read the code?